I'm a beginner at maintenance, and this is GoPam's first attempt at a coolant flush on a Vespa GT200. GoPam gonna do this. Vespa maintenance with GoPam. So I'm not mechanically savvy, and I've decided to do some of my own maintenance. So I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos, and I followed YouTuber Mitch's scooter stuff. Followed his Vespa GTS coolant flush video. Link is in the description. If I were you, I'd check his video out. But if you stay and watch my video, if you've been nervous about trying your own maintenance, you will see if I can do it, you can do it. And most likely you won't need this rubber drain stopper or these pliers, but I'm healing from a hand injury, and my coolant cap is stuck, so I need a little assistance. I followed Mitch's advice and tied a bag to my bike so the coolant didn't ruin my paint job. Having the crash bars made that a little easier. Using a number 2 Phillips screwdriver just to unscrew this little compartment. Pull this guy off. Ooh, crud city. Ooh, that's neglect. And like I said, my coolant cap is really tight, so I'm gonna have to wrench that sucker off. Slap that rubber on. This is so I don't break the cap.
Tough with a hand injury. There we go.
Oh, it's still a little tight. Still too tight to unscrew. I tore my thumb ligament. It's healing.
There we go. This sucker's gonna be low. Oh, Lord. That's neglect. That is neglect. Corrodes. Just wanted to get it loose because I knew it was tight as hell.
Well, let's unscrew the water pump cover and drain the coolant.
Use the left hand. Oops. Okay. There it comes. Ooh. Loosen the 3 screws slowly. Seems to be making it in the pan too. Not quite perfectly put either. Well, I put cardboard down, but can't seem to get all the flow into the pan. This is where I probably gotta very carefully do this so I don't drop the screws and the coolant. Nice and gently, you.
So now we jiggle the water pump cover to see if any coolant comes out. And this is where Mitch suggested that you keep a finger on the water pump cover as you open the coolant cap. So I'm going to do that and then see what comes out. And it looks like nothing else is coming out, so I guess it drained out. So now it's time for our coolant flush. Just get some distilled water from your grocery store. Throw the funnel in, start pouring water. And as you can see, it's draining. It still has the color blue, so that means there's still coolant inside. And we're basically gonna keep pouring water in here until we see clear liquid coming out. No more blue.
Nice and easy. Okay, let's flush some more, shall we? Hey, biker boys!
And it looks like we have clear. Looks like our blue is gone. So now it's time to get the O-ring out of the water pump cover and put in our new O-ring. Actually, first I'm going to wipe down the bike and then get the corroded coolant off the coolant tank. I'm using a Q-tip to get to the hard to reach places to clean off my coolant tank. Get those corrodies. And I can remove the bag now since the coolant flush is done. Next up, you're going to see me struggle to get this O-ring out. It's really jammed in there.
She's really sealed in there.
I do not recommend using needle nose pliers. Can't get a good grip, you just can't get it in there. At least I couldn't. So I hopped on the phone with my buddy Scott Taggart the Legend, and he recommended some kind of pick or a small X-Acto knife. Needle nose pliers were not the proper choice, so I'm going to try one of these picks. Now, I'm going to tell you I tried many of these picks, and it took me a long time.
O-ring, you might get left in here if I can't get you out. Don't get mad. Nice and easy. Why won't you come out? Cannot get that thing out.
But I'll spare you how long it really took, and I'll show you the pick that worked. This bad boy right here.
I got you. Okay.
This O-ring doesn't even look terrible. I probably could have left it in. Okay, well, whatever. Next up, we're gonna grab our Super Lube O-ring silicone grease. Just dab some grease, work it around the O-ring, get it all nice and lubed up, and then it's time to put in the new O-ring. And here's where you're gonna see me struggle to get it back in.
Oh my God. Okay, I gotta look at it. How do I feel in the dark? They make this look so easy. Get in there, O-ring. Get inside your hole. Good Lord.
This was a long process for me. I shortened this process in the edit. But now it's in. And now I'm wiping down the water pump cover and around that area so that later on I can inspect for any coolant leaks. So I was able to line up the left screw before I got a couple of interruptions.
Let's line you first. Okay, let's line you up. Hi, buddy. What do you think? Yeah, what do you think, buddy? Lulu, I gotta finish. The screws aren't tight, Lulu. Lulu, buddy. Okay, babies. Oh. Why are you not connected?
The other screws were not lining up, so I realized that I had to put pressure on the water pump cover to help line up the screws while screwing them in.
Let's get some coolant in this sucker.
And I'll give it one more wipe down so I can see if there's any coolant leaks later.
Throw some of this bad boy in there. With my hand injury, this kind of stuff is hard. It's just rude, really. One more.
I'm looking inside and shaking my scooter so I can see if it's near the max line. It's looking pretty good.
Corrodes. 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 I'm gonna run it first. I'll top it off in a minute. And I don't have any leaks. All right, buddy.
So unlike the Vespa GTS, the GT200 does not have the air bleeding screw. So the GT200 is self-bleeding. I basically idled the sucker for a while, and then I also rode it around the neighborhood. And then when I came back, I checked the coolant level and topped it off a little to get back to the max line.
Looks like it's right there.
As I said, I'm a beginner and this is my first attempt at maintenance on the Vespa. So if you see anything you think I can improve on, or if you have any tips and advice, leave a comment. I appreciate it.
So we're gonna seal her back up.
And I hope that you saw that if I can do it, you can do it.
There we go. All right, Vespa. Yay.
Oh, and hey, if you're enjoying these videos, please click like and subscribe. It'll encourage GoPam.